Alrighty, folks. I am late, obviously. We're gonna do some reviews and everything of games. We're also going to be, let me see, double checking. We're gonna be doing one of my first games. And this is all YouTube content. That's what the focus is today, is YouTube content creation. And I realized that that the bar fights are going on, so if you want to hang out for bar fights, then go do so. This is just for those who may want to do something different. You are welcome to. Now, let's pull up our joystick. Get this running. Also, my headphones are making weird beeping noises, but I guess it's okay. Alrighty, let's get this shenanigans running. Why is this not popping up? There we go. Perfect. Alrighty, where are we at here? Let's make sure that our camera's working. Good. Beautiful. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna begin it. Turn that down a little bit there. Should work. Yeah, sorry guys, we aren't doing alerts right now, because we're getting ready to record a video, so any alerts you send are going to be into the void. Keep that in mind. Alright, so this is one of my first games I played. Well, not really. This is a game from like 9 months ago. So we're just going to be watching it and kind of commentating on what I'm doing wrong and how interesting it is, how much things have changed between then and now. So that's going to be the basis of this video. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we have something a little bit different. We are going to be looking at one of my games from 9 months ago when I was nearly a brand new player. Obviously you can see I do have I have five chevrons behind myself, so it's not perfectly brand new, but it is still before I had roughed out a lot of things in the game, so it's gonna be quite an interesting watch, I promise you. As you can see, I'm already making several mistakes as I'm continuing to span windmills, even though the wind speed is trolling extremely hard. So there's gonna be lots of mistakes like this throughout the entire game, and that's okay, because I was a relative noob and played Beyond All Reason much more casually than I do now. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to my lane opponent. We got Com Bram as my lane opponent here. And we do have red on the like the best player on our lane near us, Kaznodizja. He's gonna be a little bit of a problem for us later. Anyway, this is back when Beyond All Reason was played much differently. But anyway, Combram is doing much better than I am. He's got the solar panels opening up here, which gave him a lot more steady income of energy than me, and he's got vehicles coming out as well. Anyway, let's hop back over and see how poorly we're doing on the other side here. We got Atomic Skull. I actually remember playing with Atomic Skull. I don't know if it was during this same time, but I do remember seeing him, and his name stuck out to me. So shout out to Atomic Skull. I don't know if he still plays bar, but pretty cool to see him. So we've got here a massive wind farm planned by me. Wind is still trolling tremendously. And we're just gonna, you know, build it in a giant square. Now, those who might be new to bar or not as familiar with bar, the reason why this is a bad decision is because if one unit attacks a single, well, it could be like 3 windmills. If one unit attacks maybe 3 or 4 windmills and kills them, this entire wind farm will explode and it will chain react every single windmill. And the problem with that is that destroys all of your energy income extremely quickly, to the point where you cannot like effectively avoid it, right? So what you want to do is spread them out in a 2-by pattern, so that there's a little bit of space between the 2 rows, and that way the chain reaction won't be so bad, and it won't actually blow up the entire grouping. So yeah, that was one major problem. Another major problem I have with what I'm doing here is I should definitely have gotten this contour up before leaving the base. It's not the end of the world, but it could be the difference between life or death if I'm not producing units at the front and not using that metal appropriately. It can definitely hinder my gameplay quite a bit here. Also, let's take a look at the factory. You can see that my plan here is whistle spam. And spamming whistlers was a little bit different back during this time, because the whistler has had a couple updates as far as nowadays goes, and they're a little bit worse than they were. But whistlers are relatively weak vehicles. They're extremely slow, they have very good line of sight, and they're good at poke damage, but they are not good at holding a position and being pushed heavily. So the fact that I'm going for all whistlers here is an incredibly ridiculous play, in my opinion, and I would never recommend that anyone do that starting off with only whistlers. It's a very risky bet due to the fact that they can be rushed and gunned down very quickly. Now our opponent here, he did a more appropriate opening, going for 5 blitzes right off the bat. This is how I would open with vehicles now. I definitely go for blitzes because they're fast and can handle any raids that may happen, and they do decent damage. So he's going to be pushing up to get a little bit more intel here, just to verify that his forward mechs, his last forward mechs, is protected enough and he can you know, defend it. So I got 2 whistlers up, a single LLT, and I've built 3 radar towers, and these radar towers are in about the worst position you could possibly build them. So let's see what this radar tower covers. It covers a little bit of the back line. And so the question is, why do you need to cover a little bit of the back line? I don't know. I just did it, and it wasn't very intelligent. And then we got this one, which also covers a little bit of the midline. I mean, maybe that'll be nice someday, but hopefully there's no leaks back there, right? And then we've got this one. This one is the most disappointing because it covers so little information here. It is just so minor in the details. I could have definitely put it up on this ridge here, and that would have been a little bit of a better position, or put it up here, and then I would have gotten a lot more range with it. But instead I chose on the ground, barely peeking into where the opponent is. So I was definitely disappointed with my radar positionings. We got a little bit of harassment here from red, and I have these guys in a very risky position. If yellow ends up pushing in on me here, it could be really dangerous. He has a lot more firepower behind him. He's got Janus, which are extremely powerful at poke damage. Then we've got the normal stout, which is also very strong at just taking damage, soaking damage. And then we also have the blitzes, which are very fast and able to get up on top of the units. And here we see why whistlers are not the best play here. Look at this, incredibly bad. Pushing and going to end up hitting that vehicle, my construction vehicle there. If I'm not careful, he could have gotten even more damage than he did. My comm trying to get the heals in, but man, these whistlers just are kind of paper thin, so it's a bad deal. They're definitely only meant for poke damage. We did kill one of their vehicles, and they got a construction vehicle of mine, which is not terrible. We also have a bit of harassment of artillery here from Red's side. Red, being a relatively good player, he's not going to be messing around with quite as many whistlers. He has a few, but not only whistlers. It's a very risky business to go for just whistlers. So yeah, this goes pretty poorly for me on the front line here. Anyway, let's check the economy out. I have started to make a decent amount of energy conversion here. Energy converters are good, but you can see my energy conversion rate is extremely low right now. I have 9 energy converters and none of them are on because wind speed is just so bad. I also have my energy bar all the way down at 0, which I would definitely recommend you don't do that. You definitely on wind speed want to be up a little bit more and build an energy storage, but that was something I never used to do. Energy was just a single form of income that I ignored largely. I was just like, oh yeah, energy, I'll use it all up and turn it into metal because I need metal more than energy. Also, the extreme lack of care on my front line as far as reclaiming that metal. There's tons of corpses here. Let's see how much. I have a total of 600, 700 metal in corpses that I am completely ignoring. I'm not even trying to suck it up. It's like a afterthought. It's almost not even a thought to me. And this is something that just irks me nowadays because, man, metal is the key to winning your games. And if I had done just a little bit of reclaim there while my units were dying, it would have turned out 10 times better for me. But that was not the case. I did not have a big enough brain to be able to do such a thing. This front is kind of dying as well. He's getting harassed. He tried holding a gauntlet, but the artillery harassment was too great. I think he should have been probably dumb firing right here, but he was letting the radar towers do their work and cover that whole area. So he got wrecked by some T1 artillery, which obviously is tough, you know. That was a lot of metal spent on a gauntlet. Backing up whistlers with turrets is definitely a good idea because whistlers lack the DPS, but you also want to back them up with health. So stouts mixed in. Whistlers, if you're going to use them, have to be a support unit, not your core unit. There's just no doubt. And we're just slowly being pushed back this whole time. And Cobram is just coming up and eating all this delicious metal. He's having the time of his life, I guarantee you, and really could capitalize on this greatly and probably push me all the way to the back with relative ease. Honestly, I don't feel like he did the best with his income that he did have. Oh, excuse me, my goodness. I don't think he did the best with the income he did have. He kind of threw his advantage a little bit, partially because I think he's going way too strong on solar panels here. He is going nuts with it. With 0 energy conversion, he's putting a lot of metal into energy here, and that was kind of not a good play. Now, a lot of the meta that you guys take for granted nowadays has not even been created yet. Like, people aren't really, at this point in the game, people weren't really positive of the definite strengths of Janus and stout pushes. It was still being explored, and there was just a lot of variation that was done on the battlefield that we kind of have roughed out now into a firm meta. So it's quite interesting to see just the way different things play out, you know. Like nowadays, a 21 OS would know much better than to spam tons and tons of solar panels, and they would be reclaiming their T1 solar panels, and they would be maybe sucking up that lab to go T2 and get their T2 factory out because they had the metal advantage originally. So a lot of that was not so solidified that people were able to recognize the issues that they had in game, but they were still higher level because the game was still relatively new to a lot of players. Let's go ahead and check out my base. Now, this is something interesting, is I actually have T2 right now, and my opponent does not. He is still working on T2, and that's because I sucked up my lab and I turned all of my energy into metal, so that gave me a little bit of an advantage right off the bat that he did not have. So we got T2 mexes coming up, and obviously I did not emphasize upgrading these mexes properly. Mex upgrades should be one of the first things you do, and I slacked on that quite a bit. I never really learned how to upgrade my T2 mexes until actually a couple months ago. I've properly positioned myself with T2 mex upgrades. Generally, I don't always do it. Sometimes I forget. I'm not perfect, but generally I do better nowadays. We got bulls coming out, and I want to explain at this point in the game, this point where in my time playing Beyond All Reason, I did not know very much about the economy. I had a very limited understanding of it. And this is why you don't see me really going for any fusions here yet, even though I definitely need them. I just don't go for them because I don't realize the order in which you should do things. I don't realize the proper structure in economy, and so I'm just kind of doing whatever I can to try and just get more stuff built. That's kind of a simpler mindset. But it is good to see some bulls out on the front. They are very strong tanks, but I do not fully respect my the D-guns that do end up coming. You'll see here later on in this game, there's several D-guns that destroy me. Also, in reality, I should have come down to my opponent's lane here, Cobram, and actually countered him. But instead, I go for red, which is an interesting play. Red being very strong. I don't know why. I should have definitely piled up more than one tank before pushing in there. It was a little bit of a risky decision there, going one tank at a time. Not really the best play. And we have T2 coming out for Cobram here. Finally, he is just now upgrading his mexes, so he's gonna be in a great position as far as energy goes, but he is definitely struggling on the metal front. We'll see how his economy scales in comparison to what I had done, and yeah, we'll just play it by ear, see what happens here. He's got a little bit less build power than me. I don't know if that ends up being a problem. He's using all of his metal, so he's not low on build power, but he does have a lot less scaled as far as build power goes as well. Anyway, this game ends up stalling out a little bit at this point, so let's go ahead and speed past this. We do a little bit of a run by with a couple bulls, and this is where I end up playing pretty poorly because I do not respect that D gun, and I don't fall back fast enough. Here we do almost kill the comm, which is excellent, but then some Starlight come in and start wrecking us here. But it's quite a good play. The commander's almost dead. The problem is I didn't recognize the importance of spam to deal with heavy fire like this as well. And you can also use spam to detect commanders, because if I had, like, say 100 rovers, I could just put 100 rovers near the commander and then get vision of him and then easily shoot him down with the bulls. So having spam to back up your heavy units can be very, very strong, just for vision, to block heavy shots from, say, pulsars, and for speed. A big element is the speed that they have. So these are a couple things that I definitely don't do appropriately here, but it is good that I have the T2 vehicles coming out at this point. So we do another push. If I was playing this in today's terms, I definitely would not be pushing into red like I did there. I would have probably pushed into yellow, come down this direction, go past all of the T1 turrets he has, and try to head straight for his base, and that would have probably worked out very strong. But not really the most well-versed player at this point in my career as a Beyond All Reason gamer. Also, we end up going for T2 solar panels here, which I don't know why we do this. Like, this is just a bad decision. T2 solar panels are good, but they're not better than a fusion. It would have been much better to just get a fusion up than to go for T2 solar. It's just kind of ridiculous. And then on top of that, I believe I end up having a fusion start building relatively soon as well. So it's just like my energy in this game is just completely whacked out, garbage. So yeah, don't copy that. It was bad. Red does a decent push here and really puts a lot of pressure on. Now, one thing I do want to say is, guys, if you struggle with some of your games and you feel like you don't know exactly what to do in them, that's normal. Like, it took me several months to get this game down, so don't be discouraged. Like, part of the reason why I'm casting this old video is to show, hey, like, all of us are bad at some point. You know, all of us have areas where we can improve, and just have fun with it. You know, I loved the strength of the bull, even though I didn't play with him properly. I just love the fact that they had such high damage and such high health. But even I didn't use them properly, but I had fun with it, and that's the main thing. Like, in the early stages of the game, just learn to enjoy the game, learn to have fun with it, even if this is what you end up doing. Building a million T2 solars and a fusion at the same time. Oh man. Anyway, let's go ahead and speed past here. Let's get to the end game. I think the game's almost over. You can see across the map there's a lot of holes. Blue is pushing in on yellow's economy here, and he's already destroyed one player. It's basically going to be over here for the entire game. He does a decent amount of damage to the economy here for yellow. Not too much, just a little bit. But this is essentially game over. This is essentially going to be a game over. As soon as blue, you can see he's been piling in units right here as well. He's getting ready for another push. And these are fiends. Fiends being very fast, and they were much more commonly used late game. I feel like fiends have kind of been sat on lately. They don't come out quite as often as they used to, And this was very, very meta to just do massive fiend pushes later on in the game. And so Dr. Kronos going nuts, going absolutely nuts here. So that once that ends up reaching, this game will be over. I do have a T2 energy converters coming out finally, which is good. Let's go ahead and speed past this part here. And we're just holding front, and generally I'm sending one tank at a time forward to the front line to die, which is ridiculous. I mean, this is the worst plan ever. I should have definitely piled them up, but instead I just sent them forward and they die every single time they come forward. Ridiculous. Terrible decision making here. But my economy scaling's not bad. Not as bad. Not as bad as my terrible decisions on pushing bulls forward. Anyway, we have a couple jaguars here that end up coming in towards us, but it's not going to end up mattering. This bull will handle jaguars easily. Jaguars being extremely weak versus a bull. Red really porked up a little bit too much and never tried to push aggressively, and I think this is something that we all struggle with still, I think, in the game, is porking a little bit too much and not seeing when you have to take the advantage and when you have to push. And that's where Red is right now. He's porked up a bunch, and looking at the rest of the map, he should definitely be pushing, trying to get an advantage, trying to push through us as a weaker player. And he didn't realize the importance of that, and I think it did cost him the game. Whereas Dr. Kronos, he's ending up pushing the entire map. He's going to kill every single base he can, and that's the plays you want to go for. We end up having a bombing run coming in here on this side. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, this is actually really meta nowadays as well, is going for bombers when you get to the later stages of a lane map. Is one player goes for bombers because there's no answer to it. No one was expecting to have to deal with air, because there is no dedicated air player. So bombers being an extremely good play here. Fiends coming in to mop up the rest of this as well. Really just a game over across the map at this point. Bombers cleaning it up. And Red is finally pushing in on us here after he's got a little bit of harassment, and there's no way we would stop this. We are far behind in technology, far behind in units and resources, and this is just going to be game over for poor Green. Atomic Skull collapsing on the front here as Red pushes in, doing plenty of damage. And this is where we're in a bit of trouble, right? But thankfully the rest of the map is flopped, and so we will be able to wait for backup here. But Red taking advantage. Good advantage here. I do come in and get some nice hits on the starlights, but it's just not fast enough. Not fast enough. These bulls pushing in straight towards Green's base. Bit of a disaster here. Thankfully I have a couple bulls of my own, so we do end up stopping this, but it was a little too close for comfort. A little too close for comfort. There we go. Last bull is destroyed, and now the starlight comes up, and that's gonna be a problem, but thankfully we have the DPS to deal with it as well. And so this push from Red ultimately got shut down, which is pretty insane, pretty incredible, because I was not expecting it. And here comes Blue, or I guess is this Blue? Yeah, this is Blue. Coming in with the Fiends now, and this is gonna be GG at this point, because Blue's coming in on the back line as well, and Red's base is going to be gone. I think we're gonna see a surrender here relatively soon. Red set up a lot of defenses on the ridge here, which is kind of surprising that he expected to be hit from the side like this. A lot of metal went into that. Yeah, his base is going to be just absolutely destroyed here. And that's going to be a GG. Bombers coming in as well, doing extra damage. The red team just wasn't able to hold a lane. They collapsed, and it's over. After a lane map goes in a lane map, when one lane goes down, it can be pretty tough to stay on it and to stay relevant as a team. And the red team just didn't pivot enough to be able to hold. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little game of mine from so long ago, to see the strategies that you should not use in your games because of how bad they are. Anyway, I had fun watching it. It was a bit of nostalgia, looking back at everything that I had done wrong and just recognizing all the things that I've learned in my time of playing Beyond All Reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. Looks like the last commander is here, and they're getting ready to bomb him into the ground. And he's not going to last much longer. Boom, last commander down. Pretty insane game. We pulled out the win, but it was definitely not because of anything I did. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next video. Okay, I'm back. Wind with no spacing. Exactly. Micro is worse than the strat. Yes, I was in the zone. Sorry, guys. I'm here. I was, this is for YouTube, so I was being very, very focused. Okay, let's see. Pull this up. Okay, what do we got here? We've got old footage. Let's pull in the new footage. We need to find a breaking point in this video, probably around here. But hopefully there's no leaks back there, right? And then we've got this one. This one is the most disappointing because it covers so little information here. It is just so minor in the details. Cut it there. Bring in our oh, I need to zoom out a bit. Promotion video, and snap that together. Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Think it's all right. I might trim out a little bit game. And so Dr. Kronos going nuts, going absolutely nuts here. So that once that ends up reaching, this game will be over. I do have a T2 energy converter. Let's go ahead and speed past this part here. Okay, I think I'm going to cut out this section because this section was a little bit slow. It just isn't very informative. That once that ends up reaching, this game will be over. So that once that ends up reaching, this game will be over. And we're just holding front, and generally I'm sending one tank at a time forward to the... Okay, I like that better. Yeah, overall I think the rest is fine. Let's go ahead and throw in an ending here. Should work. Insane game. We pulled out the win, but it was definitely not because of anything I did. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next video. Okay, that'll work. I like it. Render that puppy up. Alrighty, guys. I think we'll do a little bit of bar. Just mess around, playing some bar game, some actual games here, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream early. I'm a little bit exhausted, and I know there's a tournament going on, so there's not gonna be a ton of people who are looking for watching stuff besides the tournament, because the tournament is the main attraction for sure. Let's see here. What do we got? We don't really have anything else besides this. My goodness, there's not very much on right now. Oh, here's a 15. Perfect. We got a full glitters lobby here. We got lucky. Yeah, I woke up late. Today has just been an off day for me. Just ridiculously off. I also need to make a tutorial video for air. I still haven't done that. Not a real tutorial video. I did some like half and half, but not real. Did my game just lock up? Weird, I just crashed. I legit just crashed. That sucks. I got booted. How lame is that? I think that might be one of the first crashes I've ever had doing bar. I guess I can hop into an isthmus. Oh, Isthmus isn't my favorite, but we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. I'm gonna hop into my Discord as well. Why not? Why not? There we go. Just in case people want to hang. It's interesting. I didn't realize that Fight Night was going to be going on this early in the morning. Because it is relatively early. If I had known, I might have joined it. Because I would have had time to. Then again, maybe not, because Fight Night does go on for like 5 hours, 6 hours. So even starting this early in the morning, I don't know if I'd have time. Tired. Okay, let's change my settings, get back to standard. I'm gonna actually take C. This would be pretty easy to win as well, I think. So my goal is going to be just to scout along the border here, make sure that there is no aggression, no one trying to get into the C position, and then from there I might actually start with a skater just to get the vision and anti-air. I'll probably come straight here with the skater, verify that no transports fly over, and then after that just do a scout across here to make sure there's no one staying in the sea. And then I'll build like a couple of destroyers and do bombardment on the front line. I think that's the play. One skater is going to be very valuable early because of the range and vision. Well, the anti-air and the vision would be pretty dope.
Game started.
Why am I glitching so heavily right now? Come on. My computer's just pooping. I am rendering a video right now, but still. I've rendered videos in the background before and never had this problem.
Game paused. Game started.
What? I'm gonna vote no. They're saying kick ban him. Forget you guys. These guys are just being rude. Come on, people. Let's go. Like, yes, he made a mistake. Okay, cool. Move on. Yo, what's up? What up, is it Dairy? Dariel Philbin. Welcome. We're doing some C plays here. On Supreme. I'm not a huge Supreme fan, but I'll make an exception for this one. Can I join your next game? Sure. Hop on in. You can add me and then we'll go from there. Get that skater out ASAP. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Low power.
I could go for some title as well, but title's, you know, twice as expensive, right? It's like 90 versus 30, so I don't think title's worth it, to be honest. Sure, it's constant, but the average wind speed on Isthmus is like 14. That's not bad. It only takes two wind turbines to beat title. I didn't realize how slow the skater was. My goodness. Hover platform, huh? I hate when I'm forced to play C. I still don't understand it well. Yeah, C it can be a little bit confusing, but it's not overly confusing. It's really pretty simple.
Enemy commander died.
I'm gonna actually go for not destroyers, but some assault frigates, due to the fact that they're going massively into... Sorry, my brain is so tired today. They're going massively into raiding. Why am I so tired? I woke up late. And this has just put me in the worst mindset right now. I have no idea why. I'm just broken right now. Hovers. Why couldn't I think of the word hovers? Like, that's not even hard. It's so bad. Good grief. Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Okay, let's get some harassment over here. Oh, my game is lagging as well. Don't crash on me yet.
An allied self-destructed.
Sorry, also I am rendering a video right now, and apparently my computer doesn't like that too much. There we go. Nice. Nice. Skaters are awesome to bring alongside your destroyers. Very strong. Oh, they blew up my skater. That sucks. He went for 2? What the? He went for 2 bays? That's crazy. This guy doesn't know how to play at all. Get a skater out again. And also one of these. Actually, we'll go res sub first. Try to get all that reclaim if we can. 2 of them, and he's losing both of them. Yeah, he definitely should not have done that. That was a big troll play on his side. Okay, well now we have free harassment here, so free harassment. And red's already putting pressure. Look at it. It's over. It's over, buddy. It's over. I'm actually gonna go for another con. Let's go for T2.
You are overflowing metal.
Yeah, I see.
No power. Aircraft spotted.
I don't have very good aggression here. Come on, boys. Get up right next to it, please.
T2 unit detected.
He's right in an area where I can't hit him. Come on, land those right there. Right there, perfect. We can hit it.
Unit received.
Beautiful. Good kills, good kills. I love it. Red should be pushing aggressively, but he's still relaxing, which is surprising to me.
Power.
We're gonna go low power. We'll just Infi scale over here, I guess. Build a couple more boats, maybe, to follow this guy around. I'm gonna go for like a lab or something to go land, or to go like under the sea or something. I don't know. I'll have to play it by ear a little bit. Okay, I do want that guy to help here. Let's get this guy back here. I only need like one missile ship. And then from there, I'm going to transition again. We're going to hit this guy because he has a decent amount of stuff right here. We can just hit him and take him out. Oh, he's going back into the sea. I might have to do a little bit more than that. Metal deposit, that's what that is. Metal deposit right there. Boom. Missile ship could destroy the base. A missile ship? Oh, you're talking, yeah. This guy. Yes. I'm gonna go for green space though. I think I'm gonna leave that guy on his own. Let's see what we can build. We could build seaplanes, we could build amphibious underwater units. That's kind of a troll move, I think. If we go T3 though, that might be the play. We'll wait until these guys are finished though.
Low power.
We'll get a little bit more construction ships. Because a Marauder rush from my end is going to be very, very strong. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some good kills on this side. Okay, let's get our comm up here, capture these. This guy can go for the lab. We're not gonna go for the lab with him. We'll just have him build fusions, I guess. Go fusion crazy over there. Actually, first build a bot lab and then go fusion crazy. Oh, we've got a bunch of platypus. It's not good. Oh, he nuke rushed? Bro, why are you nuke rushing? That's such a troll play.
You are overflowing metal.
Yeah, I see that. My bad. Not no more, we're not. Okay, we seem to be doing all right here. We're chilling. We're chilling. Let's see. Go for this. We probably only need one, and then I'm gonna actually build these here. That way we get the most out of our build power here. Cool. Do I prefer vehicles, bots, or air? Good question. I don't know if I prefer either. I like all of them. Honestly, I don't like air quite as much. Detected. But I don't hate air either, so it's kind of hard to say one way or the other. I haven't really found a type that I don't like playing. Okay, we're gonna go nuts here with 1,000,000 marauders.
T3 unit ready. T3 unit detected.
Actually, I might have marauders be under grouping 2 or grouping 1. That way they don't go crazy. Oh wow, something exploded here. I wonder if that was me. Nuclear missile. It's not gonna do anything though. I used to prefer air, but then I kind of got used to doing bots, and then I kind of preferred bots for a while, and now I kind of just don't mind anything. Everything's good. Okay, this game's gonna be over soon, in theory. I want to have at least, like, let's say 10. So after one more comes out and I go full speed into a push, then we'll go nuts here. Okay, we're just gonna energy scale at this point, or metal scale at this point. Those Razorbacks are going to be a pain. I'm going to rush right into him, though. Got 10 Marauders coming in. We'll wait for that last one to group up. Come on, Marauders, get there before the game's over. Okay, let's push in. We got our push planned. At least we wiped one player. Those Razorbacks, hopefully they don't see us yet. They might see us soon, though. Thanks. Thanks, Derry. I think it was a pretty good push as well. Oh, here comes the Razors, yep. I'm not gonna be able to push into that, my word. So much. Yep, I'm just shut down instantly by 1,000,000 Razors. Okay, so, oops, I'm overflowing. Actually, let's go Titans.
A friendly commander has fallen.
I think as soon as we get our Titan out, we should just hold for a while, shut down those Razorbacks, because those Razorbacks are gonna really hurt the entire team. Oh, here comes a bombing run though. That's gonna be GG for him, regardless of how many Razorbacks he has. Hit it, 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 hit it. There we go. He was gonna call that GG right there. There's no way he doesn't. Green took over everything, but he has no production. This is just stalling, really. Why are they building a gantry on the front line with no metal? OP plays here. I love it. Kind of just want these ships gone. They're kind of annoying me at this point. There we go. Finally surrendered. There is nothing left. Okay. Did you add me as a friend? Did you add me? Where are you at? Dairy. There we go. Quiz Bash? Is that you, Quiz Bash? Yep, it is you. Okay, perfect. Do you know how to party up? You type $party, and then you click the link that pops up in the coordinator. Then you go to the website that got put into a new window. Quiz Bash. If you need help with partying, one second, I think I have something that might be good. Here we go. If you need help with partying, oops. That will show you how to party. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, let's see how this goes. Barbar, ring you up. If I can, I might play support. I'll try actually going Cortex and try to get the geo spot, because I haven't really played the geo spot, and the geo spot seems like a pretty nice spot to play. So we're gonna give it a shot, see what we can do there. Perfect. Let's get this game rolling. Ay, 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 ay. Oof.
Choose your starting location.
I'm gonna try to put a lot of pressure on front. If we both put pressure on front, we can probably do pretty good. Or I could actually go Cortex or Armada. Armada has a little bit cheaper wind. And then I'm gonna actually push for Bulls on the front rather than pushing for a Czar. Czar push doesn't actually sound that good. If you go Bulls, it sounds a little better. We'll see.
Game started. Game paused.
Oh no. Oh no. Unpause cowards. These guys.
Game started.
This will be a very interesting game due to the fact that I haven't done this before. I don't think I've ever played geoposition on bar in Supreme in my life, actually. So This will be very interesting for sure. That is what they say, isn't it? That is what they say.
Low power. Game paused.
What's going on? Why are we pausing? Wow, this guy quit. Gotta be kidding me. People should be punished for dodging. I think if they get a little bit more well balanced in how they do things here with bar, maybe that would be a good call, but not sure. Hardest part of the game is getting a lobby going. Oh man. Oh great, I'm captain on my team. That's not good. Have you tried the split noobs? Wait, there's a split noobs option? How do you do that? Anonymous mode, shuffle team. I didn't know there was a split noobs option. How do you, is it under advanced settings?
Choose your starting location.
Balance, algorithm, split noobs, type that to start the vote for it. Interesting. But it's not under advanced options. Thank you, Ginny, for the follow. Appreciate the follow. We are trying to get to 500 follows by the end of the year. If we do, we will be having a watch party on Twitch. Twitch exclusive watch party. So that would be sick. Ooh, Quizzle going for C. So it's not in the standard settings. Yeah, if there was a way to like where the OS wasn't the only balancing, but rather it was OS first and then Chev second, so like the weight of your Chev was a little bit lower than the weight of your OS, but it would still balance you down a little bit.
Game
that
started.
uses chevs too. Okay, see, that sounds like a better option. And then if you're just winning all of your games, you'll eventually get to high OS, and then your chev will balance out as well. Yet I don't know how to play C. Okay, just basically build a couple radar ships first. You want to scout, Quizzle, you want to scout this whole area and verify there's nothing there. If there's nothing there, then you want to build destroyers. Teams will draft unpartied noobs last and evenly distribute them across the team. This means that noobs will not be overrated like the default algorithm. The one Chev 17 OS will be seen as the worst player in the lobby under my algorithm. It supports parties, which is main improvement. Okay, interesting. Over the split one chevs, however, parties will be broken if team rating difference is too much. Interesting. Okay, that's a good option. Good to know. Yeah, I'll have to try it out and see how it balances, because I do like to run noob lobbies as well, and I don't like kicking noobs, you know, I don't like specking noobs, any of that, but it can be kind of tough to handle the balancing sometimes. It just sometimes doesn't feel quite right.
Low power.
The radar ship, it's a missile. It should look like a long missile truck. That's what I think it's something like a long missile truck of some kind.
Aircraft spotted.
The herring, yeah. Just scout with that. Start out with scouting with just one of those, and then from there go into destroyers if you have like good sea coverage. If they try going into the sea, then you're going to want to play a lot more carefully, mixing in some of your destroyers and some of your assault frigates together, and then just slowly push on them that way instead.
An allied commander has self-destructed.
This seems like a pretty OP position here. Absolutely fantastic. At 4 minutes. How fast can I get a single bowl out? That's the question. Actually, I'm gonna explode over by the ocean. Stop troll.
Enemy commander died. Enemy commander died.
There we go. Now we're set. Oh, you're in trouble. You are up against the highest level player. Quiz Bash, you're in big trouble. You need to build as many, like, you need assault frigates ASAP. Like heavy duty assault frigates now. Yep, that's destroyers. Or that's the submarines. You need a destroyer to kill submarines.
T2 unit detected.
Got gauntlets. Yeah, that's a very energy dense. Good grief. So at this point, I don't know what you'll be able to do. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hold C. I'm guessing you probably will not. I'd be surprised if you were able to. And that's the problem with maps like this. This map is very tough if you end up messing up. Kind of wrecks your biscuits for the rest of the game. It's very unforgiving. It's a very unforgiving map. Yeah, I think we might have this game at a loss here.
Game paused.
Working on it, buddy. Working on it. We almost got our Geo up. We got 5 seconds left on it.
Game started.
Nice. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming.
Game paused.
Bro, are you kidding me right now? What is going on? Team is struggle busing. Can we read this game is a troll from the start? No, we're not This guy's just got a delay. He probably crashed. I do need to get that pulsar up though. I think the pulsar can kind of, I need to actually double check on this. Let's see. Defenses, pulsar's range is weapon range is 1,400 versus the missile ship 1,550, so it can barely outrange the pulsar, but it'll give me a little bit of time. What about the counterpart? Same. So the pulsar will definitely buy me time. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Game started.
Poor Quizbash. Quizbash is done. He's gone for. You can do C if once you get it down, it's not that hard, trust me. C is a little bit tough until you get it down. Once you get it down, it's not too bad. Oops. I gave that to the wrong person, my bad. There you go, Quizbash. Now you got a con. I'm a legend. I don't know about that. I don't know about calling me a legend. That seems a little bit too much. I'm at least a thing. I'm a thing. I do stuff. Switching to Prude, start making fusions, Aphis by Eco, it's that time. Is that what normally you would do? But in theory, if I can hold this, wouldn't that be worth it? If I can like just push pulsars out to make sure they can't get into it. Like I said, I've never played Geo. Bull death by teammates. Teammates wall. I know, right? You saw that? Death by teammate wall. Man, gotta love that. Okay, in theory, I mean, if the missile ship doesn't play it just right, they could die pretty easily here, so we'll see. We'll also get a radar tower just to give a little bit more vision.
Nuclear missile launch detected.
Uh-oh, we don't have anti-nuke. And this is why we don't play Supreme. Right here. This is why you don't play Supreme. I cannot stand Supreme for reasons such as this. Like, how trolly is that? Sure, I should have gotten anti-nuke up, but my goodness, like... absolutely hate this map. I'll take. What do you got? What do you got to give me? Oh, you got nothing? That's too bad. Yep, we're dead. That's what happened. Why do I always forget the
Unit received.
elevation, pathing? Oh, there it is. Switch line of sight mode. There we go. I always forget to turn the how to turn the line of sight mode back. Alright, you gave me a con. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to come over here and actually... Yeah, I can't really do much.
Low power. Nuclear missile launch detected.
Oh, you gave me your whole base? What meta? What absolute meta? Oh my word. Whoever's microing these, finally they hit the converters. Yuck. Man, what a game. What an absolute game.
Unit
We got
received.
bombers. Oh no, these are gunships. These are gunships. Oh, this is horrible. Oh man, this is just disgusting to watch. You gave me your con too. It doesn't really matter. The game's over at this point, so all you have to do is take one look at the map.
Nuclear missile launch detected.
Come on, please nuke red space. Nuke red space, please. Do it. Oh, I bet it's going for the eco. Oh no, it went for a frontline. Frontline player gone. There we go. Good surrender. Good surrender. This is why Supreme is just such a troll map. My goodness.
Battle end.
Rotation. Sorry guys, I'm switching to a rotation. I cannot deny a rotation lobby if it's here. It's available, so I'm going to this rotation. We'll do Cortex still. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I tried to call it soon enough. There was 3 slots open when I called it, but you might get in if you're lucky. Kiefer might get spec'd, who knows? Oh, no, it didn't. I'm sorry, man. I tried to call it early, but there's a delay on stream too, so it kind of sucks. This is going to be my last game of the day, though. Unfortunately. Stealth, what up? So, any news on how bar fight's going? Let's check that out, see if we can't find anything. Bar fight news. Looks like we have Matt Pools. Data Crystal. I'm not seeing anything else really. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how it plays. It's all good. I want to see you win this. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try my best, Dari. Just woke up. Yeah, I woke up late today myself. I guess my body needed some rest. Or at least I'll use that as an excuse, right? It's the weekend too. It's Memorial, or not Memorial, Labor Day weekend, right? Labor Day weekend, I believe. Check my calendar. Doesn't say on my calendar, but I'm pretty sure it's Labor Day weekend. I don't know. Either way, I have to work, so it doesn't matter that much to me. I'm gonna try really hard to just steamroll this whole game. Just absolutely push hard.
Game started. Game paused.
Interesting. It looks like YouTube changed some settings, so I'm gonna have to maybe change how I'm making shorts or something. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Something to look at later, I guess. When did you start playing bar? About a year ago. A little bit. Actually, a little bit over a year now, I think. I didn't really start playing bar aggressively until January, though. So, yeah. So I'm really curious. It says, We want to give all creators control over the content. We believe that providing control over content is healthy. Therefore, there are instances where your shorts can be deleted. Why? It doesn't say why. This is very strange. Oh, Quizbash, you were specking instead of being in the queue. You could have gotten in. Some saturations can trigger video removal. Source fade deleted, source fade was opt out, or blur trim. This is strange. It doesn't really explain to me what's going on here with this. Anyway, I'll have to look at it later and try to find out. I left to find a different server because this was your last game, but then ended up restarting, so rip, right? Ripperonis. The worst possible scenario. I think vehicles aren't going to be as strong here. We'll stay bots. Stick with the bot play. Ripperonis. It could just be an older short. That might be why. Maybe, or I don't know. I'm really not sure what caused the I have like a notification, I think like 10 of my shorts being deleted. 1 2 3 4 5 6 shorts being deleted on my channel. And it doesn't really give a good explanation why. Due to a change in video settings. This is just so vague. It's completely vague. I don't understand. Anyway, it is what it is, and I'm stalled out here. Let's not do that, please. Oh, wind speed's troll on this map. Sometimes YouTube likes to keep their policies ambiguous. Yeah, agreed. It's annoying though. Makes it hard for me to do what they want me to do.
Aircraft spotted.
That should be enough on its own right there, I would imagine. Blue is right here. He went full solar. Green, the bad guy. Okay, I can actually harass the bad guy pretty well. He's vehicles. Everyone will probably be a little metal starved because they're spending it on solar. Well, this map also has lots of metal, so I would agree with you, except for the fact that there's so much metal available. It's more they're going to be energy starved over metal starved.
Enemy commander died.
I need more units. Let's go, people. That's the commander right there. I'm not going to be able to push him. Ah, I was just a little bit late on that. Oh, I built it before him, so... Oh, damage, 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 damage on the comm. Let's go. Good kills across. We've won it. We've won it, boys. We've won it. I need more BP over here. Push back. Nice, thanks, man. Let's try to get to high ground over here if we can. We'll just keep getting that metal. Get that metal, boys. Get that metal. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, boys. We'll do a little bit more energy scaling just for funsies, I guess.
No power. T2 unit detected.
Well, I didn't hardly do any damage there, but it's fine.
Enemy commander died.
It's got a lot of artillery, which sucks. How do you counter artillery? You gotta push, well, you either have to push into them, which is what I'm trying to get to the position where I can do. It's just he has a lot of light laser turrets. I want to try to harass the light laser turrets as much as I can. Artillery doesn't do a lot of damage, but they are very aggressive. The thing is, I just did a lot of build power upgrades, and so I had to wait for my actual damage to increase again. Now I'm at the point where I can just rush the artillery, actually rush his whole base and win it, and the artillery is no longer an issue. And that's because I was stalling to get my BP to match where I was as far as income and units, and so he's lost the game here. He's lost the game. It's just a matter of time. So we're gonna go through and just shred the back line with all of our units. They won't likely make it that far, but it doesn't matter how far they make it because it's just GG already at this point, right? And we're just coming in, scooping up all that resources, and we're gonna go for T2 with what we have. Keep harassment up. Enemy doesn't have Shuri's, also camera broken. Oh yeah, sorry guys, you know how that is. It does it all the time. I'm AFK over here. Calm down. I'll take that. We'll get a couple of these up ASAP. Put you guys on low priority for now. Let my commander do his work, because we're gonna need these. There we go. We got him. We got him. We're still in this. It was a little bit sketchy because we could have lost a lot there, but we survived it. Got T2 coming now. Gonna upgrade our mexes. all the way as far as we can. Oh, someone gave us a T2 here. We're just gonna have this guy go for fusions just for fun. We don't need that yet, but okay. And we want these cons on high priority again. And I also want to change this to canceled for now, doing pawns instead, and we're gonna do gunslingers mixed with hounds on repeat. These are gonna be our main priority here. It looks like we're getting harassed on this side. Let's get all this metal then that we can. Oh, we're shredded here pretty heavily. He doesn't know where I am. He doesn't know where my comm is. Comm bomb worth. Comm bomb worth. Boom! Worth. Okay, bring these guys in. Get all this metal once again. And we got slingers coming up, so it's gonna be GG if they're not careful. I'm gonna have only one of these guys working on that. This guy can just suck up the rest of these solar. We don't need these solar anymore. This needs to come up here. Do we have any hounds up? Let's get these appropriately marked. Make sure these guys don't go for my my corpse at all. There's a handful of them left. Easy to kill here.
Air transport detected.
They surrendered. There it is, boys. That's all we had to do. We got it. We caused Blue to frantically push us and got all of his army. That's what we needed. Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, that's where I'm going to have to end it today. I woke up a little bit late, so stream started late, and it was just kind of a bum day for me. Excuse me. I am tired. And I gotta get ready for work. Bruh. I know, I'm sorry. You guys just joined in. I'm sorry. Gonna do shout out to our followers. By the way, next month, which is tomorrow, it starts the beginning of next month, I believe. We are doing Follower Appreciation Month for the Twitch channel. So I'm going to make a video for you guys going over all of the followers and saying thank you to all of them. And we're going to run just a little thank you video to the followers on the Twitch stream. So I'm still working on that. Haven't really got it figured out yet, but that is coming up next stream. Hopefully Monday it will be ready, and I'm excited to share that with you guys because I think it's a cool idea. Anyway, let's raid some folks here. I'm sure I can probably raid the official Beyond All Reasons server. Yep, we'll raid them. There's a tournament going on right now, so you guys will have a good time. Don't worry. Just I know some of you just joined in, but you'll have a good time. We got a tournament going on. That'll be a huge blessing, everyone will have a good time with that. And then obviously on YouTube, if you guys want to watch the tournament, you can hop over to the official Beyond All Reasons server on Twitch and check that out. Also, if you haven't checked out the Discord channel yet, feel free to hop on there. You can hang out with me, and you can also just hang out with some other guys there. We got a really cool group of people, so feel free to check that out as well. All right, let's go ahead and hop on to the raid, and we will see you guys on Monday. Thank you, YouTube, as well. We will see you